What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you've always dreamed of is you? That everything you need to succeed, to grow, to thrive is already inside you. It's just waiting for you to unleash it. You see, life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And the moment you take control of your mind, you take control of your destiny. Today, we're diving deep into the tools, the strategies, and the mindset shifts that will help you break through barriers, crush self-doubt, and unlock your full potential. Are you ready to step into the version of yourself you know you were meant to be? Then let's make it happen right here, right now. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It has the potential to shape your entire experience of life, either propelling you toward your dreams or keeping you trapped in cycles of fear and frustration. The reality is most people go through life letting their minds run on autopilot. They're ruled by their habits, emotions, and external circumstances, rarely stopping to question who's actually in charge. But what if you could take the reins? What if instead of letting your mind control you, you could harness its power and make it work for you? That's the ultimate choice we all face. The mind is like a computer and you are the programmer. Whatever code you write, it follows. The problem is that many people allow their programming to be dictated by outside influences, the opinions of others, societal expectations, or past experiences. These external forces shape their beliefs and ultimately their actions. When this happens, the mind becomes a reactive tool, responding to everything around it without direction or purpose. The result is a life that feels out of control, where people feel like victims of their circumstances instead of creators of their destiny. Taking control of your mind starts with a fundamental realization: you are not your thoughts. Thoughts will always arise, but they don't define you. You have the power to observe them, question them, and most importantly, choose which ones to act on. This understanding is the foundation of mental mastery. It's not about suppressing negative thoughts or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing them for what they are: temporary, fleeting, and ultimately within your control. When you grasp this, you unlock the ability to direct your mental energy toward what truly matters. Focus is the gateway to this control. Whatever you focus on, you feel. The mind is incredibly powerful, but it's also highly suggestible. If you focus on what's wrong in your life, your mind will amplify those problems, making them seem larger and more insurmountable. On the other hand, if you focus on solutions, possibilities, and opportunities, your mind shifts gears. It starts working in your favor, finding ways to turn challenges into stepping stones and obstacles into lessons. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a perspective that empowers you rather than one that paralyzes you. The beauty of focus is that it's a skill you can develop. It starts with awareness, paying attention to where your mental energy is going. Are you dwelling on past mistakes or anxieties about the future? Or are you present, fully engaged in the here and now? When you catch your mind wandering to unproductive places, gently guide it back. This practice, repeated over time, strengthens your ability to direct your focus intentionally. It's like training a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. There's a powerful ripple effect to this. When you take control of your mind and direct your focus wisely, it impacts every area of your life. You become more productive because you're no longer wasting mental energy on things that don't matter. Your relationships improve because you're fully present with the people you care about. You feel more confident and resilient because you're not constantly battling self-doubt and negativity. In short, you become the best version of yourself, all because you made the decision to take charge of your mind. This isn't to say it's easy. There will be times when your mind resists, when negative thoughts creep in, and when focusing on the positive feels like an uphill battle. But these moments are exactly when the work matters most. They're opportunities to practice, to strengthen your mental discipline, and to prove to yourself that you are in control. Over time, this practice becomes second nature. Your mind becomes an ally, a powerful tool that works with you instead of against you. And when that happens, there's nothing you can't achieve. Emotions are the driving force behind nearly everything we do. They dictate the way we feel about ourselves, the way we respond to challenges, and the quality of the relationships we have. Yet, most people let their emotions control them. They allow external circumstances or fleeting thoughts to dictate how they feel, not realizing that the meaning they assign to any event determines their emotional state. Mastering your emotions starts with understanding this fundamental truth. Nothing in life has inherent meaning. It's the meaning you give to it that creates your experience. Imagine two people facing the same setback, such as losing a job. One person sees it as a catastrophe, a sign of failure, and spirals into despair. The other views it as an opportunity, a chance to reinvent themselves or pursue a new passion. The event is identical, but their emotional responses are worlds apart. Why? Because the meaning they attached to the situation was different. This is the key to mastering your emotions, recognizing that you always have the power to assign meaning to what happens to you, and that meaning shapes your emotional state. To change your emotions, you must first become aware of the stories you're telling yourself. Every emotion you feel is tied to a narrative running in your mind. If you're feeling frustrated, perhaps the story is, I should be further ahead by now. If you're feeling anxious, the story might be, what if I'm not good enough? The narratives have often run on autopilot, repeating themselves until they become deeply ingrained beliefs. But the moment you identify these stories, you create a space where you can challenge them. Ask yourself, is this story serving me? Is it helping me move forward, or is it holding me back? When you question the validity of your stories, you begin to weaken their grip on your emotions. Once you've mastered your emotions, the next step is to take massive action. Nothing changes until you do. It's one thing to feel inspired or motivated, but without action, those feelings are meaningless. The problem is many people get stuck in a cycle of overthinking. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect circumstances before they act. But perfection is an illusion. The real key to progress is taking imperfect action starting before you feel ready, even when you're unsure of the outcome. Fear is often the biggest obstacle to taking action. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It can paralyze you if you let it. But fear loses its power the moment you face it head on. Action is the antidote to fear. When you take that first step, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that fear doesn't have to control you. And with each subsequent step, you build resilience and courage. It's important to remember that not all action will lead to immediate success. You will make mistakes. You will encounter obstacles. But these experiences are not failures, they're feedback. They provide valuable information about what works and what doesn't. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and try again. This is the mindset of someone who takes massive action. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as a stepping stone to success. When you take consistent action, you begin to notice a shift in your identity. You no longer see yourself as someone who's trying to achieve something. You see yourself as someone who takes charge, who creates results, who doesn't wait for permission or perfect conditions. This shift in identity is incredibly powerful. It reinforces your belief in yourself and creates a positive feedback loop. The more you act, the more you believe in your ability to succeed, and the more you believe, the more you act. Every moment you have a choice. You can let your emotions control you, or you can master them. You can wait for the perfect circumstances, or you can take action now. The path to a fulfilling life is built one choice, one step, one action at a time. The question is, are you ready to step into that power and create the life you deserve? Your environment is one of the most powerful influences on your life, shaping your thoughts, actions, and ultimately your destiny. Yet, many people underestimate just how much their surroundings impact them. They live their lives passively, accepting the conditions and influences around them without realizing they have the power to choose what they allow into their world. But the truth is, the environment you create for yourself plays a massive role in determining whether you thrive or merely survive. Taking control of your environment is one of the most important steps you can take to elevate your life. Think about the people in your life. Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Are they encouraging you to grow, to chase your dreams, to become better every day? Or are they feeding your doubts, reinforcing your fears, and keeping you stuck where you are? The company you keep has a profound effect on your mindset and your behavior. You start to adopt the attitudes, habits, and beliefs of the people you spend the most time with, often without even realizing it. That's why it's so important to choose your relationships carefully. Sure, surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable to your highest standards. It's not just the people in your life who shape your environment, it's also the information you consume. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with content from social media, news outlets, television, and more. If you're not careful, this endless stream of information can overwhelm you, cloud your thinking, and pull your focus away from what really matters. Ask yourself, what are you feeding your mind on a daily basis? Are you consuming content that empowers and educates you, or are you indulging in negativity, gossip, and distractions? Your physical surroundings also play a significant role in your environment. The spaces you inhabit, your home, your workspace, even the places you visit regularly have a direct impact on your energy and mindset. A cluttered, chaotic space can lead to a cluttered, chaotic mind. Conversely, a clean, organized, and inspiring space can create a sense of clarity and focus. Take a look around your environment. Does it reflect the person you want to be? If not, what changes can you make to align it with your vision? Sometimes, creating a better environment requires removing distractions. It might mean turning off notifications, stepping away from social media, or finding a quiet place to focus on your goals. Other times, it's about adding elements that inspire and motivate you. This could be as simple as putting up a vision board, surrounding yourself with meaningful quotes, or incorporating elements of nature into your space. Small changes can have a big impact when they're aligned with your intention to create an environment that supports your growth. Creating a supportive environment isn't a one-time effort, it's an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, so will your needs and priorities. The environment that serves you today might not be the one that serves you a year from now, and that's okay. The important thing is to stay intentional about the influences you allow into your life and to make adjustments as needed. Your environment is a reflection of your commitment to yourself and your goals. By cultivating it with care, you set the stage for continuous growth and success. Limiting beliefs are the invisible chains that hold you back from achieving your true potential. These are the stories you tell yourself about what you can or cannot do, often based on past experiences, societal conditioning, or fear of failure. They are not facts, but perceptions, and they have the power to shape your reality if left unchecked. To overcome them, you must first identify them. Pay attention to the thoughts that say, "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," or "this is just the way things are." Once you recognize these limiting beliefs, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? What evidence do I have to the contrary? Replace them with empowering beliefs that align with your goals and vision. Affirm your strengths, your ability to learn, and your resilience. When you shift your internal dialogue, you open the door to new possibilities and unlock the potential that has been waiting to emerge. Challenges are inevitable in life, but how you respond to them determines whether they become roadblocks or stepping stones. Every challenge presents an opportunity to grow, learn, and become stronger. Instead of resisting difficulties, embrace them as part of the journey. Reframe them as tests of your resilience and creativity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me better? When you adopt this perspective, challenges lose their power to intimidate you. They become tools for transformation rather than barriers to success. Remember that some of the greatest breakthroughs come from the toughest moments. Growth often happens outside of your comfort zone, and challenges are the push you need to expand your limits. By choosing to face them with courage and curiosity, you turn obstacles into opportunities, and you build a foundation of strength that will carry you through any adversity. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It's the daily commitment to taking consistent, focused action even when motivation fades. Discipline is not about rigid control or self-punishment. It's about setting a standard for yourself and sticking to it no matter what. When you cultivate discipline, you create habits that align with your long-term vision. These habits, built over time, compound into results. Discipline helps you resist distractions, push through resistance, and stay focused on what truly matters. It's the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. The key to discipline is consistency. Small, consistent actions repeated over time lead to big results. Start by setting clear, achievable goals and breaking them down into manageable steps. Focus on one step at a time and build momentum. As discipline becomes a habit, it becomes easier to maintain, and you'll find yourself getting closer to your goals with each passing day. The questions you ask yourself shape the quality of your life. By asking better questions, you open up new possibilities and expand your thinking. Most people go through life on autopilot, asking the same questions like, why is this happening to me? Or what's wrong with me? These questions keep you stuck in a cycle of negativity and helplessness. To break free, you must start asking empowering questions. Questions like, what can I learn from this? Or how can I turn this challenge into an opportunity? When you ask better questions, your mind begins searching for answers that support growth, resilience, and possibility. Asking the right questions shifts your focus from problems to solutions and helps you create a more resourceful mindset. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. When you learn to ask powerful, empowering questions, you shift your perspective, take control of your outcomes, and become the creator of your own reality. The power of gratitude is one of the most transformative forces in life. It has the ability to shift your perspective, elevate your emotions, and change the way you experience the world around you. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for the good things in your life. It's about cultivating a deep appreciation for everything, even the challenges and difficulties. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to focus on abundance instead of lack, on possibilities instead of problems. This shift in focus changes how you feel, how you think, and how you act, creating a ripple effect that touches every aspect of your life. Gratitude begins with awareness. It's about paying attention to the small, often overlooked moments that bring joy, comfort, or growth. The warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of laughter, the kindness of a stranger. These moments are gifts that too often go unnoticed in the rush of daily life. By taking the time to acknowledge them, you anchor yourself in the present moment and create a sense of connection to something greater than yourself. Gratitude grounds you and reminds you of the beauty and abundance that already exist, even in the midst of uncertainty or struggle. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to shift your emotional state. It's nearly impossible to feel fear, anger, or frustration while you're genuinely experiencing gratitude. This is because gratitude changes your focus. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong or missing, you begin to see what's right and what's possible. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that problems don't exist. Rather, it's about choosing to see the opportunity for growth, the lesson in the difficulty, or the silver lining in the storm. Gratitude helps you reframe your circumstances in a way that empowers you, rather than allowing them to drag you down. Gratitude isn't just an emotional practice, it's also a physiological one. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can reduce stress, improve sleep, and boost overall well-being. When you focus on what you're grateful for, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that enhance your mood and promote a sense of happiness and contentment. Over time, these effects compound, creating a more resilient and optimistic mindset. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better in the moment, it rewires your brain to seek out and appreciate the good in your life, even during challenging times. Gratitude also fuels ambition and drives progress. When you focus on what you already have and appreciate it, you create a mindset of abundance. This abundance mindset is the foundation for achieving more, not out of a sense of lack or need, but out of a desire to expand, contribute, and grow. Gratitude keeps you grounded in the present while giving you the energy and optimism to pursue your dreams. It reminds you that success isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about appreciating the journey along the way. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean you won't face moments of frustration, doubt, or struggle. These emotions are part of the human experience, and it's natural to feel them from time to time. But gratitude gives you a tool to shift your focus and recalibrate your perspective. It helps you navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of balance and resilience. Instead of being consumed by what's wrong, you can choose to see what's right, and that choice has the power to transform your experience. The beauty of gratitude is that it doesn't require any special resources or circumstances. It's available to everyone at any time, regardless of where they are in life. It's a mindset, a practice, and a way of being that can elevate your life in ways you might never have imagined. Mastering your mind, reshaping your beliefs, embracing discipline, asking empowering questions, and cultivating gratitude. These are the tools that unlock the extraordinary potential within you. When you take charge of your thoughts and your environment, you create the foundation for lasting transformation. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you deserve. The power to change is already within you, waiting for you to unleash it. If this message inspired you, make sure to hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Motivate Track for more powerful videos inspired by the wisdom and strategies of Tony Robbins. Remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself. See you in the next video.